Welcome back, everybody, to the 2030 playoff run with the Mexico City Aztecs. We are in round 2 of the NBA quarterfinals against the Dallas Mavericks, a familiar opponent, and probably our fiercest rival of the entire series to this point. But we're coming off a loss in Game 3, where despite the score being close, the Mavericks were the dominant team throughout. We only had a solid fourth quarter, nearly came back, but it fell short. And they had 37 points from Keegan Murray, who has had a couple of big games back in the first round against the Utah Jazz in that upset series win. But they had their 3 best players, Murray, Hunter, and Kyrie, all team up and have their best game on the court together of the series. And now the series is not even over. I thought it was going to be over. I thought we could win Game 3 and go up 3-0 and essentially have it all tied up and wrapped up, but that is not the case. We still have a few more games to go through, and if Dallas wins this game, then we have a very interesting series on our hands. Through 3 games, we have seen Kylan Moore play an absolutely pivotal role in those first 2 wins. He has shot the ball incredibly well, has rebounded the ball at the top of his game, the best rebounder in the playoffs right now. Caba's also played pretty well. He had one game, this most recent one, where he wasn't at his best, but he has still put up over 24 points per game and is added on about 5 or 6 assists per game. Dennis has shot the ball well and passed it very well. Jarris Walker has had a big uptick in points per game this series as he has shot just below 70% from the field. But we have seen Cam Christie struggle shooting-wise. And until he gets going, I think it's going to have, it's going to give the Mavericks really a chance to potentially win the next couple of games if Christie does not step up, because he's been one of our top scorers throughout the season. So that would be really nice. But through 3 games, it's 2-1. Let's go into Game 4 and see who can come out on top. The lineups will stay the same for both teams as Game 4 is officially underway here in Dallas on May 3rd, 2030. And if we win this game, we lead the series 3-1. But if Dallas wins, they tie things up at 2 games apiece. And they're coming off their best performance in the series so far. First quarter goes the Aztecs' way, outscoring them by 13 points. Back and forth second quarter, but we're trying to extend our lead by halftime when we have had a monstrous offensive display here in the first half, putting up 70 points. Mavericks not able to keep pace, but they are fighting back a little bit here in the third quarter. But is it gonna be enough? They outscore us by 3, but we get off to a hot start here in the fourth quarter on a 15-0 run, make it 17-0, a 20-0 run to open the fourth, and that is going to put the game away for good. It was a 131-102 victory for Mexico City, despite 34 points from Kyrie Irving and 22 from Jeremy Sohan. Murray only shot 33% here in this game. But John Cobb leads the way, dropping 32, 6, and 8, and shooting very well from the field. Kylan Moore did foul out late in this game, but by that point the game was already over. He puts up 25 and 8 on 8 for 13, shooting once again, playing very well. Dennis, about what you would expect for him in a game like this. Christie still shoots the ball fairly poorly, but 4 for 10 is one shot away from being a good shooting day, or a solid shooting day, so I can't really complain all too much, especially after a win, holding Dallas to less than 40% from the field. But now Keegan Murray is fully healthy entering Game 5. Will that turn the fortunes around for Dallas? Let's find out. So on our home court, we will have a chance to put this series to rest and punch our ticket to our second ever conference finals appearance in the West. Here we go. The 2030 playoffs continue. Round 2 continues. It's Game 5 here in Mexico City, starting next. And so, Game 5 is officially underway. Let's put this series out of reach and win it. That's a good start. Kylan Moore with the opening bucket, and he has been by far the best player on the court this series. He has been absolutely amazing, but Keegan Murray has played well the last couple games, excluding this last game, Game 4, where he had his worst game of the series, but before that he was playing pretty well, and he's been their best offensive player in the playoffs for Dallas. Time under 5 now. Got to find a shot. Here's a good look, and Dennis laces it from deep. Good kick out. Murray downhill over the smaller Dennis. Can't lay it in this time. Good defense that time by the point guard, who has obviously, of course, been involved in a lot of defensive struggles this year against some tough matchups, but good job right there helping out. Herbert Jones wide open for 3. Can't knock it down, and the rebound goes to Murray. Now he fires a triple and connects. He's got all 5 for the Mavericks. Inbound pass to Herbert Jones for his second try from distance. Now he's 0 for 2. Irving leaves it for Murray, and that is such a bailout foul call. That's unreal. They had to wait until Cobb blocked the shot to call the foul. It's going to go against Herbert Jones. Mavericks take the lead with the free throw, and Murray continues to lead the Mavericks here with all 7. Good pass. Cobb from downtown off the mark. Wow, what a pass on the cut by Derek Lively II. Good pass over the top to find Moore again. They just cannot guard this guy. I thought Lively was going to be a way better rim protector than he actually has been in his career. And so far, Kylan Moore has definitely had his number. Murray is open, though, for another 3, and he can't seem to miss right now. Dennis penetrates and finishes through the contacts. Lonzo Ball picks up his first foul, and Dennis has 6 early points. Off the screen, Murray baseline lobs it up, and that was a really bad idea. Lively not ready for it. Kylan Moore ends up tracking down the loose ball, and now Cobb left open, but the shot's not going to go. Murray leaves it for Lively on the mismatch on the transition play, and he scores his second bucket. Backing down Lively, Kylan Moore goes to work, but left it a little bit short off the window. Now it's stumped down low for Sohan. A good pump fake, got Walker up in the air. Here's Cobb with another 3-point chance, and this time he's on the board. That'll cut the Mavericks lead in half. Murray drives it, physical finish at the hoop. Backing down Lively again, and this time he shrugs him off for 2. Another drive, and this time Cobb is called for the foul. Hot start for the Mavericks offense. They've only missed 1 shot. They've taken 8. Murray the bulk of those, and he already has 14 points in the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Little pick and roll here. Cobb keeps it and hits the mid-range jump shot. Couple of crossover moves. Lonzo almost turns it over. And now we just switch for no earthly reason. And Hunter able to score on the other pass attempt. Screen comes up again. Cobb tries again and hits it despite probably getting fouled there on the wrist. Okay, that is a shot that we'll take every single trip down. We want lively 3s. Now a 3 for us could tie things up. Got a mismatch down low for Kylan Moore. Murray tried to steal it. Moore took too long to get inside, and that's got to be a basket next time, man. Hunter comes over with the screen. Murray slices, blocked this time by Kylan Moore. And we've got numbers if we go fast. Jones finishes the hoop and the harm. Free throw on the way. And this game is tied at 22 apiece. High-scoring game. Still about 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Over half the quarter gone, and Kyrie has not taken a single shot attempt. What's going on here? Speaking of, here he is getting blocked by Cam Christie. What a play. High ball screen set, opening up a three-point chance for Dennis, but he can't capitalize. You've got Mark Williams back on the court for the first time this game at the 5, Young at the 3, and Christie at the 2 as John Cobb takes a rest. Lively, tough shot. That's not his game. Screen set by Williams. The 3 from Christie drops in, and the Aztecs have their first lead since the first minute of the contest. Mavericks having trouble finding an open look here. Kyrie picks up his dribble. Is going to have to pass out of this. That's a contested 3. Good defense by Young. Christie drives and throws it down over to DeAndre Hunter. After a really hot start, the offense for the Mavericks has gone completely cold. They haven't scored in like 3 minutes of game time. Dennis throws it up and out. He's missed his last couple of shots. Mitchell Robinson, Ellis, Horton Tucker out there now for the Mavericks. And now they're going to have their first chance at points in a while, as Cam Christie is calling for his first foul. Horton Tucker shot the ball at an 85% clip at the line during the regular season. It's the first here and the back end too. Cobb looks to attack the basket. Help defense comes and blocks the shot, but Jarris Walker cashes in from deep off of that second chance attempt created by Mark Williams. Miles McBride checks in, steps back, but can't connect from downtown. 30 points for the Aztecs, trying to add to it. Walker blows by Sohan and finishes. What a take. You don't see Jarris Walker take it off the dribble that much, but a good drive right there. Shot clock under 5 for the Mavericks, and they're going to turn the ball over. Bad screen tipped by Keon Ellis. We got guys open. Cobb from way downtown off the back iron. Sohan through the traffic. Draws the 5th foul against the Mavericks, or against the Aztecs rather. The second against Cobb. And his one-handed free throw will close our lead to 5. You got space here on this side of the court for Cobb to make a move. Help defense there again, but it doesn't matter. John Cobb drives and jams. Mitchell Robinson put on a poster. That is a tough shot, but it's going to go for Talen Horton-Tucker, the former Laker. Mavericks playing a 2-3 zone here, it looks like. Don't see this very often from our opponents. Cobb's shot won't drop, but Walker's open for another second chance shot. Last play here in the first quarter of Game 5. The 3 from Sohan won't drop in, and the Aztecs lead 36-30 through the first 12 minutes. The second quarter begins. Mavericks trailing as Kylan Moore back on the court gets his second block of the afternoon. And like I was talking about last episode, if Dallas cannot get their rebounds together and sort of clean up the glass sufficiently, they're not going to win this series, because they lost the paint battle last episode. They lost it back in the Game 4 loss. Like they're getting killed on the glass. And that was still the case, I believe, in Game 3. They just shot the ball better than we did for the majority of the game. So they won that by a mile overall. But if they can't rebound, then their chances to win more than 1 or 2 games is going to be really, really slim. Good pass, baseline cut, but Hunter not able to finish. That's a good stop down low from Cobb. And now Mark Williams powers through the foul from Mitchell Robinson and has a 3-point play on the way. The free throw is up, and it's going to drop in. Sohan has not been as aggressive this game compared to our last showcased one, but he does knock down that really contested jump shot over Kylan Moore. That'll be an interesting matchup to watch here with Mark Williams at the 5 and Moore at the 4. Here we go down low. Moore's doubled. Christie's open. No good, but Moore's on the glass for the putback. Dumped out of bounds. Ellis with a strange pass. Kylan Moore going to work down low. Misses the lefty hook. And Sohan this time is there for the defensive rebound. Hunter tries a bit of a tough shot there on the move. We get it back, and we score quickly. Mark Williams powers it home. It's left for Hunter. Another chance from downtown. He's been pretty cold so far. Waiting for a pass to open up. There's one. Kylan Moore, the mid-ranger. Knocked out of bounds by Mark Williams, and the Mavericks will take over. And now we almost pick up a steal. Dennis Jordan loose, but Hunter tracks it down. Shot clock under 10. McBride off the screen. Cashes in from deep. Moore's calling for it down low. Cobb ignores him. Wants to do it all himself, I think. He steps back. And that one probably should go. Both times. That time it does not. In the corner, McBride can't knock it down. Good, strong drive! Dennis! Detonation! And that 3 is absolutely rejected. We're playing hard out there. Kylan Moore loves it. His 3rd block of the first half already. Backdoor cut almost got stolen. Instead, they'll still turn the ball over by stepping out of bounds. Kylan Moore's got his takeover activated. Mark Williams can't finish, throw over Lively. Got to get the ball to number 23 out there. Inside, Lively with a very quick shot. Did not feel Williams there on his hip and took full advantage. Mavericks hanging around a little bit here, but they've already allowed almost 50 points with still over 7 minutes left to go until halftime. They've got to shore up their defense here. If they don't, they're going to lose. The jump shot is good from Kylan Moore. He's got 12. Off the screen. Open shot. And it will not go for Keon Ellis. Low block. Double team. Out to Jones. Wide open. He's got his first points. Kyrie Irving spins, and that's got to be a clean block right there. Excuse me, ref. What game are you watching? These might be Kyrie's first points of the game. The free throws are both good. Up ahead, quick pass. Moore can't finish over Hunter. That one's got to go next time. A couple of miscues by Kyle Moore despite a lot of good chances so far. But he still played well despite them. That's a really tough shot. Ellis probably feeling himself a little bit too much here. Screen comes up. Cobb steps back. Put his man on skates, and the bucket's gonna drop too. He's got 11. Good defense so far in this possession by Mexico City. Irving dribbles out of bounds. Another Dallas turnover. Quick shots. Left it short, did Kylan Moore, and now it's pulled in by Keegan Murray. Moore has now missed his last 3 or so shot attempts. Now 5 for 11 from the field. Murray looks to drive it and is fouled. Good job driving and drawing fouls this game so far by Murray. First one drops in for him. And he goes 2 for 2. Downhill off the handoff. Now lobbing it up. Jarris Walker rises and flushes. Lonzo Ball back in the game for Dallas. Working against Dennis. As Kyrie open, finds him in the corner. And that's going to be his first field goal make of the game. They could use a stop right here, but they're not going to get one. David Dennis buries the triple. Sohan's wide open, though, on the other end. And they just cannot get consistent shot making from their best players. Kylan Moore has Dennis open again. Back-to-back triples from number 1. And our lead extends to 18 points. Still 3 minutes left to go in the first half. This Aztecs offense is picking up right where things left off in Game 4, where they scored 70 in the first half. Might outdo themselves here in Game 5 to put this series to rest. Backs against the wall for Dallas, and nothing is going right. Kyrie misses the front end. Does not often do that. Goes 1 for 2. Physical take right here. Cobb fades again. That one was left short. Good kick out, but Kyrie is blocked again. This time by Jarris Walker. His pull-up will drop in. He's been great so far, man. 5 for 5, 11 points, and playing some great defense, too. Jones against Irving. Blocks the shot. Kyrie just cannot get any room to breathe here. Good screen. Herbert Jones this time drops in a triple. And our lead is up to 22. This is incredible. We came out swinging. Have not let up all game long. Irving with just his second field goal. He has been blocked more times than he has made a shot so far in this one. Kylan Moore drives it. Tough shot. Won't go, but he tips it back to himself. Finds Dennis again for another open 3. Dennis has 11 points here in the quarter, 17 here in the half. Lively to Sohan. Sets the screen. The 3 won't go. Dallas just cannot get anything going here on either end. Inside, Moore, the little righty hook off the rim and in. 72 first half points. Incredible. Alonzo's open for a 3. That'll cut into our lead. Final play of the half. Cobb works against Murray. Can't knock it down. But the Aztecs lead at halftime in Game 5, 72-50. This one is looking like a monstrous blowout to punch our ticket to the WCF. All right, second half underway here in this most likely blowout win. Keegan Murray continues to be the only offensive player for Dallas that's even worth a damn. But we lead by 20 points. I'll probably just splice together the highlights the rest of the way and just all the makes, unless Dallas happens to come back, which would be pretty incredible of them. But we are looking great, playing our best offense perhaps of the entire series, or close to it. And I mean the entire Aztec series as a whole, not just this playoff series. It for sure is our best performance so far of any playoff game this season. But if Dallas cannot come back in, then their year is over. Fast break. Dennis for 2. Sohan leaks out, blocked out of bounds by Kylan Moore. The defense on display has been incredible. Murray drives, that shot's blocked. He gets it back and will score. We've got to have like at least 8 blocks so far though, man. We are absolutely killing it. All the way up ahead, Kylan Moore almost stumbles out of bounds and gets his shot denied by Murray. Good pass inside. Kyrie with a really tough bucket at the rim. Sohan finds Lively on the pick and roll, and Dallas has cut our lead to 16. Good pass on the Sohan cuts, and now it's down to 14. We'll take that shot. I was saying that earlier. We will take the Lively triples. They won't drop in. Moore will get bear hugs. That is more than just a shooting foul, man. That's going to be a clear path foul or something. Front end for Kylan Moore goes. And the back end will give him 16 points. Offense trying to get themselves on track here after a slow start to the half. And Kylan Moore draws his second straight foul against Lively. More free throws for the big man. He's been really good so far on both ends, as he has all series, and both shots are good again. They can roll, and Lively can throw it down. Morse calling for it again. Against Lively again, same exact move, draws another foul. Lively is just, he just has no idea what to do with himself. Kylan Moore just in his head right now, although he misses the front end on this trip. But his overall shot 7 for 8 at the line. Murray with a good bounce pass, but Moore blocks Lively from behind for his 5th of the game. God, he has been just amazing. I mean, what more can I possibly say? I've been talking too much about the guy. There's a wide open look for Cobb, who has had a rough shooting day so far, but Kylan Moore gets him back on track with that good look. And our lead is back to 20. Sohan, bucket and foul, though, on the other end. Jarris Walker with his first. And the free throw from Sohan will cut it back to 17. Kylan Moore wants it again. Throws it up and in with the right hand. Flexies on Sohan. He's got 21. And a great plus-minus of positive 17. Tough shot. And Hunter got it to go. The Mavericks need some kind of life here. Mark Williams. Not really known for his post offense, but Lively has been called for every foul against Dallas in the quarter. All 4 of them belong to him. Front end won't go for Williams. And he will get us to 85 points. Good block, Dylan Young. Hunter tries again, but can't knock it down from the corner. We might break our team record for blocks in a game here in this one. This is absolutely unreal. Another foul is drawn by Kylan Moore. And he will put us in the bonus for the rest of the third. The front end will go. The back end, money as well. That's an open look. And Hunter connects this time. Cobb tries to answer. It won't go in. But it was tipped back in by Jarris Walker, who still is yet to miss. Screen set. Murray looks to drive. Walker getting sticky out there. Kyra Lewis has to force it. It's good. From the elbow. That one's going to find its way to the bottom of the net for Kylan Moore. His big day continues. What a series for this guy. Downhill. Tough shot. Good from Murray. Off the screen. Cobb draws the foul. Number 3 against Murray. Number 6 on the Mavericks in the quarter. They just have not played good defense. They've tried to get physical. It has not really worked out at all. The free throws are both good. Walker looks to feed Kylan Moore, then gets it back. But the pass was a little bit too high for him. Hunter with a good shuffle, and Kyra Lewis draws the foul. The front end is up and good. And Kyra Lewis cuts our lead back to 16. Final shot of the third quarter belongs to Kylan Moore, but he has it blocked by Robinson. 93-77. 12 to go for Dallas to mount an almost insurmountable deficit. But anything can happen here in the playoffs and the NBA. Big leads aren't really that safe. Fourth quarter underway. Dallas has a lot of work to do. We open though with a miss. Downhill, Horton Tucker fires. It's tipped out and Cobb tracks it down. Oh, we've got numbers on the fast break. Young left it short, gets it back. The offense stays with it. Williams the screen. Cobb, the step back triple, no good. Williams out to Young for some third chance points. We still can't get it to go. Robinson the screen. Horton Tucker the shot. It's online. Cam Christie steps into a jumper and nails it from downtown. Good response. Good pull up. Horton Tucker with back-to-back scores. Horton Tucker back to Robinson. He crosses over. What? How does he have that in his bag? Layup still good. Offense gets it back up by 14 points. Dennis back on the court alongside Dylan Young, Mark Williams, Kylan Moore, and Cam Christie. Gotta find a shot here. Moore fades. Money. THT trying to will Dallas back in this game all by himself. Another pull-up. Another bucket. Where was this for Horton Tucker the rest of the series, man? This is crazy. What a little spurt all by himself, and he's cut our lead down to 11 points. It's kind of a game now. 8 minutes left to play. Dennis had a great first half, but has not really done a whole lot since then. Williams hands it off to Christie. His three is silky smooth. Horton Tucker drives and shrugs off Christie, but still cannot lay it in. They have missed so many threes. They have missed so many layups. I mean, it seems like they just aren't playing at the top of their game. I mean, obviously that's the case, but Kyrie's barely been involved. He's close to full health and has not played as much as the first couple of games and has not touched the ball as much as the first couple of games. And I feel like he's got to be involved for Dallas to win, simply put. But it might be too little too late. Who knows? He does make a nice pass to Lonzo here, and our lead is back to 14 points. Good pass. Never mind. It's off the backboard. We get it back. Almost turn it over. Williams just not giving up on the play. And that's going to be a foul against Mark Williams, drawn by Lively. I mean, there still is a chance, but Dallas has to hit all their free throws. They got to start knocking down threes and getting some stops defensively. They go 1 for 2 here for Lively. In the high post. Kylan Moore draining some clock here. Sohan on him. Blocks the shot. What a play. I mean, it was about time that Sochan got his lick back because he's been blocked like 3 or 4 times. The 3 in and out for Kyrie Irving. Dallas has been, I want to say, like worse than 30% from downtown this game. They have been awful. Cobb drives, lays it in with the reverse. Murray blows by Walker. Hesitates. Can't find a good driving lane. Time winding down. Sochan with a really tough bucket. Good crossover. Herb Jones absorbs the contact and draws the foul. Number 2 against Kyrie Irving. Crowd still full here in the Palacio de los Deportes. The fans are ready to watch us punch our ticket to the Western Conference Finals because we are facing the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference Finals. And that is going to be one of the tougher teams we have ever faced on this channel. They are a behemoth, a juggernaut. We saw a great overtime win against these guys earlier this year where John Cobb put up his career high in points. So it should be a really, really good matchup. I cannot wait for that series because I think that could be the series that goes to 7 games for the first time in this series for the Aztecs. It's very possible, very likely, I think. Walker's open for 3. Can't cash in. Moore pulls it down. Cobb draws the foul. Like I've been saying, the Mavericks cannot get stops because they can't rebound the ball effectively. This is what happens when you cannot box out. The free throws are good. Murray throws it up and in. That's tough. Cobb drives. Blocked out of bounds by Lively. Inbound to Cobb. He'll drive again, and he left it short off the reverse. Up to Lively. Had it stripped, gets it back and scores. Good pass. Back door to Cobb. He fades and hits. Keegan Murray blocked by Kylan Moore. We've got numbers. Moore leads the fast break and just casually lays it in for 2. If you guys did not read the comments from last episode, we have a new nickname, an official nickname for number 23. It is the Blueprint. And he has shown that off today. The blueprint to be that all-around big. He's got the size, the strength, the finesse, the scoring, the defense, all the above he can do. And he leads us to a 5-game series victory over the Dallas Mavericks. And we are moving on to our 2nd ever Western Conference Finals. And what a win this was. Dominance since the second half of the first quarter. Played well throughout. Might be our best defensive game of this series. The entire thing. We knock out the Mavericks for the 2nd time in our playoff history as Kylan Moore leads the way, dropping 31 and 13. He had 6 blocks in this game. 6! That breaks his own record, I believe, for most blocks in a game by an Aztec in a playoff game. We had 1 block for every other player that appeared except for Mark Williams, but Cobb, Dennis, Walker, Jones, Christian Young all had blocks of their own. Dennis and Cobb dropped 20 or more each, with Cobb not really shooting very well here in this game, but Dennis, I thought, had a great first half, really got the offense to find its rhythm early on in the game, and we never let up. And I talked a lot about the offense there in the first half because we played so well and put out like 70-some points, but the defense was what really stood out quarter after quarter. a couple of big stops, boxing out well, getting steals, getting those blocks, and just playing some sound, fundamental defensive basketball. Darius Walker was great, 13 points, 6 for 7. Only one player failed to score, and that was Dylan Young. Every other player had 10 points or more. That's how you win games. 24 for Murray on 13 shots. Good game for him and for THT coming off the bench, but nobody else really had a big impact. And Dallas is going to have to think about how they want to move to the future for their franchise, because they don't really have like a young star player that's up and coming. Kyrie is 38 years old and really kind of took a backseat here for a couple of these games this series. How does that affect where that franchise is headed? We have to face the Houston Rockets in round 3, which is the conference finals, and we know how good this team is. We saw a fantastic game against them earlier this year, and it looks like they have no injuries to speak of, just like us. This could be a series for the ages. We have had a couple of really close games throughout the year against this team. I think we split the series 2-2, or maybe lost it 1-2, or I'm not really sure which way those games went, but both teams won at least one game against the other. That much is for certain, and they are a fully healthy team just like we are. And these rosters are about as comparable as you can get. These starting fives are going to be absolutely absurd. The two best starting fives in the NBA without a question. They match up here, and we have actually lost less games than them. We swept the first round, only lost one against Dallas. They lost 2 against Denver and are coming off a sweep of Cuba Miller and the Kings. Meanwhile, both Eastern Conference series are tied at 2 games apiece. Let's see how these two series unfolds. The Blue Crabs are gonna lose in 7 games to the 1-seed Hawks. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers continue their streak of upsets as they win in 7 against the 2-seed Chicago Bulls. It's Atlanta and Cleveland and Houston and Mexico City. And we'll see who moves on in the next couple of episodes, but this one against the Rockets might take us a while to get through because of how evenly matched up these two teams are. So, probably one of our most exciting matchups of the entire franchise to this point coming up next. I will see y'all there. Please like the video, subscribe down below, leave your feedback in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out and have a great day.